Alright, I swear I didn't do this on... I don't have to show you this, right? But I promise you I didn't do this on purpose. I've just come in, because I've been doing a bit of rearranging. You might not be able to see this. I've been sort of rearranging the studio a little bit and fixing everything to be a bit more, you know, a bit more soundproofed, if you will. And I was grabbing, you know, some of you may have seen the Dark Magician model I have. And I put it on, you know, and I was just moving it. Didn't do anything particular with it. I was just moving it, right? And I just bunged it on the top shelf. Wasn't even thinking about it. I've just come back in now after a couple of days to look at it. And I swear, I didn't do this on purpose. I didn't, I promise. But look. I mean... I didn't do it on purpose, I promise. Hey guys, xthedarkone here, and wait, this isn't the Vrains. What the fuck? This is weird. I'm not in the Vrains today. What's going on? Oh, I think I know what's happening. Right, I was accessing the internet as usual, entering the Vrains, and I think I took a wrong turn. I think a pop-up came and twatted me in the face and knocked me off course. I've now come to basic internet place. You know, because the Vrains is online as well as the internet, and it's knocked me into YouTube. Fucking hell. Like, I know I'm on YouTube, but I'm actually in YouTube right now. More specifically, I think I'm on the Loading Cruise channel. Yeah, I mean, why would we knock to the Loading Crew channel? I mean, there's not much here, unless you're wanting high quality, you know, Pokemon tabletop games. But enough of my shilling, let's hop on the Vrain train and talk about this episode where I was right about so much. So, the episode starts, we're in the Vrains, and the fucking camera guys there, it's like, they're going, where they gone? Disappeared, they vanished. They vanished. Fucking his mate, he's there going, where the fuck they gone? They vanished. They've vanished. The door opens, Yusuke falls out, and he's like, oh shit, it logged me out. And it's like, oh, that must mean the Playmaker Revolver's logged out as well, what do we do? And he's like, right, I know where he is. I know where he is. So they were driving, he goes, he mentioned Stardust Road, and there's only one place in here, in you know, where it's called the Stardust Road. You know, this river, this sea here, this place, this is called the Stardust Road. And he's like, oh shit, you mean he was there? You said, yeah, there was one guy and he was in the Stardust Road a couple of times. He was here this whole time and we didn't realise. So they get there, they go in, we see a man, he's kind of crying, he's not crying, but he's there with his dead dad, and he's like, ugh, and he's like, Revolver. And we finally see Revolver's face. Ryoken! There he is, his real name, Ryoken! And he stood there and he has the blue and the white. Like, is he related to Yusuke? Maybe? The two-toned hair thing's a bit of a unique trait that only really seems to exist in him. And Yuma. Is he related to Yuma? Guys, is Yusuke related to Yuma? So they get there, and he's like, you're Revolver, and he's like, you're Playmaker. And he's like, lol, IRL meetup, am I right? And he's like, I know, right? And they start talking about shit that went down. He's like, look, we have a right to know what happens. And, you know, Ryoken is like, you're right, you do deserve to know what happened, you do deserve. And he started explaining how his dad created the Ignis as the AI with free will to be the next step of human evolution. They were going to be our successors. You know, we'd reached our point. Where do we go next? For AI of free will, that was the next step. Which is why him and his three knights, as they kept calling them, those three scientists, they all helped. Rukugami didn't, but he said, me and my mates, we put it into, we decided to make the Ignis to experiment to see if we could do it. We kidnapped some kids, we made them duel because dueling is the best way for them to understand how humans work. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, you've got to take a step back. This is the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? So that's not that ridiculous. That was their logic. They had to duel constantly because that's the best way for an AI to learn about human nature. Hashtag dueling to understand human nature, apparently. It's such a silly concept, but it's true. So apparently they made the AI, they made the Ignises, they made them. They told them what we already knew. They made the Cyberse world where they could be free and roam, and in that world they made the Cyberse cards. And then what happened is they would create these data materials or this data material, this excess data material, and Soul Technologies found out and started utilizing it to make profit. Basically, they were like using all this excess material to make supercomputers and whatnot. All this extra data that the Cyberse was creating, they basically used it, and you know, fucking Kagami, Dr. Kagami was not a fan of it. He's like, what is this shit about? So they end up pulling the plug on him, put him in the virus. We know all that. He's in a coma, right? And then, you know, Revolver, Ryokin gets his subconscious, him and his mates, put his mind in the Vrains and save him. So his body's still in a coma, but his mind is saved. And then he starts running all these calculations about what's going to happen if the Ignis is, you know, it's like, I'm running, now that the Ignis exists, and, you know, we need to realise what's, you know, he runs all these different sort of scenarios, millions upon millions of different scenarios about what would happen. And he's like, it would spell doom for the human race, because the human race would see the AI as superior and thus would try to go to war. The AI would it would be a case of the human race will not accept AI, so they'll try and combat it. The AIs will basically beat them, and it'll be the end of humanity as we know it. And that'll be it, you know, that'll be it. And he ran countless simulations on this, and he's like, I'm telling you, this is fucked, it's crap, it's fucked up. Revolver then reveals that he was a child for all this, and he watched it all happen. And just as I said, didn't I not say that he was the voice that spoke to Yusuke? He was that voice that constantly, you know, spurred him on. All the time, he was the voice, and he confirmed it. I saw you going through this shit, and I couldn't handle it, so I thought I'd help you out. And I'm pretty sure, I might have to come back, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure I theorised, I said that I thought maybe Revolver might have been the whistleblower. Look at that sweat. I said, I think Revolver might be the whistleblower, like he might have had something to do with them being saved, with them being rescued. And he only fucking was. He was the one that called the police. He was the one that basically saved those kids. And, you know, but Playmaker's like, you saved us? And then Revolver's like, yeah, I fucking wish I didn't know, because of that, it ruined my father's life. And because of that, my father got ruined, and because I helped him, because I helped you, his life became what it was, and, you know, I regret it. And he's like, don't get me wrong, Playmaker, I'm not a nice man. I think he's doing that whole anti-hero thing, but he was like, I am not a fucking nice man. I still hate you, because thanks to you, my dad is now dead. Yusuke, I blame you. So Revolver was like, and end of the day, the tower's still going off. Even though the duel was a draw, the tower's still going off. And Yusuke's like, Revolver, mate, you got to knock this off. Come on, only you can turn this off. It's over now. Ignis is like, I'm not a threat to humanity. I don't give a shit. You know, leave me alone. He's like, no, I'm keeping it going. And he's like, this will be. It's like, you're gonna have to. If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to beat me. And now he's not having to worry about his dad. So now he's got nothing to lose. So he's like, right, this will be our last duel. They enter the Vrains. They appear at the top of the tower. Duel. It's a master duel. So, you know, it turns out they are going to have a two-parter, like I kind of said they would. But I thought it was going to be... I said speed duel, then master... You know, speed duel, then master duels. It turns out they are. So, yeah, I actually thought it was going to be the other way. I thought it was going to be a master duel and then a speed duel. But they went the other way. Revolver took his first turn and just fucking went off. Played a bunch of cards, summoned a Link 3 fucking dragon straight away, got a Mirror Force to his hand and then set a card, and they thought, well, that's clearly Mirror Force. So, Yusuke summoned Link Slayer, used his effect, destroyed the face down card. He's like, dickhead! It's not that, it's a new card, which I'm actually looking forward to getting, Mirror Force Launcher. So as I said last week, I'm hoping, you know, Revolver, I was liking the fact I took back, and I'm officially taking it back now. I know I was giving it shit that, you know, the card Revolver was Mirror Force, but I said I'd forgive it if he had a deck that basically revolved around Mirror Force. Apparently it does. He has he's already proven it with Spin-Headed Behemoth, and now he's got this Mirror Force launcher that basically, when it's destroyed, he can add the Mirror Force. He can set a Mirror Force from his hand, deck, or graveyard and set it immediately and use it that turn. So we're now at a point where Mirror Force is just a card where you're like, by the way, we may as well just tell people we're setting Mirror Force from now on, because that card is basically like, I'm putting my Mirror Force face down and it is now active. So you now know, your opponent now knows you've got a Mirror Force face down. But yeah, Yusuke attacks anyway, and it just goes off, and yeah, the duel kind of cut out, and that's all we had. Fucking hell! This was a good, I like this episode. We got a lot of backstory, a lot of confirmation on things. You know, I knew, I like seeing that a lot of my theories were right. You know, Playmaker, you know, Yusuke, fucking hell, Ryuken was the kid talking to Yusuke. Ryuken was also the one that called the police. We got a lot of explanations, and now we're at the final master duel. This is probably going to be a 2-3-parter, I reckon, I hope. 2-parter at the least, you know, 4-parter at the most. Probably going to be a 3-parter, averaging out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be good. So yeah, good episode. Good episode. Anyway, guys, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'd like to once again thank our Patreons. There is a new one, you may notice, a new name there on the Patreon list. Got a new Patreon there. If you want to be a Darktron and you want to help out and you know, help me fund all this and support this channel, the link is in the description below. We've also got a Discord. Do all that shit. You're not sheep, but if you like this channel and you want me to keep doing it, then, you know, we need it. We need, you know, help me, help you, help me, help you, help me. We're like a snake eating its own tail. Yes. So, thanks for joining, guys. Always a pleasure. I shall see you next week. Bye-bye.